dozen were hurt, including children.
The youngest 7 years old. Today marks 5 years since the death of John Lewis, the Democratic congressman and civil rights leader from Georgia. Public Citizens Robert Weissman says the group will hold demonstrations nationwide.
It's going to be to honor John Lewis's legacy, protest the authoritarianism of the Trump regime, with a special focus on the administration's rollback of longstanding civil rights protections.
He often urged supporters to get in good trouble. This is CBS News.
Progressive Insurance, with insurance for cars, home, boat, motorcycles, RVs, and commercial vehicles at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply.
News this hour is brought to you by the Rusty Healy Agency in Madison. Call Rusty Healy or Landon Thompson at 601-856-3681 to request a quote or learn more.
A conviction, then possible suicide attempt. Another day with a heat advisory. 95 is the high, a 40% chance for rain and storms. Tonight, 76 is the low with a 30% chance for storms. 91 Friday with possible tropical weather moving in and an 80% chance for storms. With news on 103.9 WYAB, I'm Chris Davis. After being convicted on bribery and mail fraud charges, former Canton Municipal Utilities engineer Rudy Warnock crashed his car along I-20 near Pelahatchie Wednesday, got out and tried to cut his own throat, report multiple sources, including WLBT. Warnock was being treated at UMMC. Warnock and Cleveland Anderson were both found guilty Wednesday by a federal jury. Anderson was found guilty of conspiracy. Warnock's crime was bribing two former aldermen to appoint him as CMU engineer, for which he provided gifts, including fishing trips and concerts. The verdict was unanimous and took about 2 hours. Warnock faces a possible 50-year sentence November 18th, and Anderson a possible decade in federal prison. The proposed ski mask ban in Greenwood, a proposed curfew, and a local state of emergency there, all intended to help cut down on violent crime, were all turned down at this week's city council meeting. All of those proposals came from new Mayor Kendrick Cox, who also made appointments for police chief, fire chief, and director of public works, all of which were turned down by the council, forcing him back to square one. Markello Braxton's kids are out of the hospital. He's the man who shot his 24-year-old son, his 6-year-old daughter, and shot and killed the mother of his little girl, 30-year-old Nikiria Jude, in Robinsonville Friday before killing himself. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WYAB. I'm Chris Davis.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Chip away, chip away at the storm. Chip away, that's what I'm gonna do. Sweet little mama, I want my cat next to you.
And good Thursday morning here on WYAB. Good morning, Debbie Bergansky. Good morning, Jolynn. Let's see who this is. It's going to be Shane Easley. Yes, it is.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes. Hit your likes, your loves, your share buttons. Will Brown says, good morning, Chip and Dawn.
Good morning.
Chip and Dawn. Y'all, we have nothing to say today. Nothing's been going on in the world, and we wouldn't know anything about anything. And everybody has told me, you don't need to go to all that trial. That ain't nothing going to come of that. Now, I'm going to still say this. I do not feel the United States government proved their case, but I do know that Rudy Warnock did not have clean hands and he was guilty.
Correct.
Okay.
You've been saying that all along.
And I will say that he has been in my campaign speeches for the last 100 years as I've run for office and not one. I have always said that Rudy Warnock was a criminal and the things that he was involved in were criminal activities. But, you have to prove that in court. And I don't believe they proved it in court, but I believe that the jury, the biggest thing on the jury, my thing is they had never seen that. Just to hear someone say that they were involved in a $30,000 meal with strippers, or they went to a place and spent $1,500.
Unfathomable.
And then it came out in closing testimony. I can't remember if it was $12,000 or $27,000 was the price of Mike Espy's boots.
You're kidding.
I kid you not. You just did a gulp. But it came out in closing testimony, which I hope to get a transcript, and because I want to take the transcript, and I'm challenging Shad White, the supervisors of Madison County, the school board in Canton, CMU, City Hall of Canton. I'm challenging all of you politicians to do the right thing, because right now there was testimony at CMU that Andrew Grant had over 40 family members working at CMU.
40?
Those are the ones
that's
with
almost the whole workforce.
yeah, that's the last name. I mean, if they don't call for an audit, and I'm coming, and by the way, I'm going to let you know, I'm coming to everybody's meeting over the next month. And I'm going to sit there and I'm going to bring the transcripts and I'm going to bring testimony that was testified in court. You can no longer tell me that I'm crazy, I'm stupid, and I'm lying, and you're a conspiracy theorist. You can no longer do that.
Chip was right.
Well, it's like this. It's like this. We knew years ago that Gilkey, the new lawnmowers in Canton got stolen from the city of Canton. They said, well,
conveniently,
and nobody found them. Nobody found them. And my understanding was we hired a new person on the coast in New Orleans who came up with a contract to cut grass. Now, Jerome Miles, he had A1 cleaning service.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he was beaten out of $144,000 by Gilkey, who was his next door neighbor, to get the contract to do that. So the next question is, how much did he make?
Right.
We need to go look at the contract.
Absolutely.
He got paid good. Was he required to hire employees, family members of Gilkey's to work there? That's the next question.
Could be.
And then you also had a plant inside CMU to get checks. And then Grant made a comment on the stand that he didn't know anybody. He didn't know if he had any family members working at CMU. And the comptroller who testified in the court, the last question they asked her was, who are you related to? He says, Andrew Grant. She said, Andrew Grant.
Mm-hmm.
And she was the one that started attaching text messages on to say that people were approving the checks that were going through, that were being written to reimburse Rudy.
That's a mess.
Y'all, and we're going to get into it. And then, so in case those people that don't know what happened,
mm-hmm.
Okay, Rudy Warnock was found guilty on all 4 counts. Cleveland Anderson on 2 counts. All the testimony that went on allegedly proved that it proved that they were guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Or involved in some kind of conspiracy. So, but it takes more than 2 aldermen to get anything done.
Correct.
And so when you look at these people that were calling meetings and illegal meetings, and the city, even the city attorney told them you can't have this meeting, it's illegal. So the vote don't count. But they did anyway. I know the names of everybody else on that list, and until I get a copy in my hand, I'm not going to say it on the air.
Mm-hmm.
But there are current aldermen in place that are on that list.
Oh,
okay. And the CMU board, I don't know if any of them are currently a part of that, but because we went through so many CMU boards, it wasn't. But like in the event of Cleveland Anderson, he was only one of 5 votes that voted to do whatever action they did.
Mm-hmm. So he was the only one that was found
and he was
guilty?
the only one there. So my next question is the government building up another case to go arrest all these other people that were on the paper? That is the only reason why I would think you wouldn't include them in this trial. Mm-hmm. Because you haven't prosecuted
something else coming behind it.
You got to be, because you can't. If you took 4 votes on the alderman board to do what they did,
mm-hmm.
and then it would also take somebody to preside over that board. You'd have to be the pro tem or whatever, mayor pro tem or whatever. So you had to have 5 people there.
There's lots more names to be announced.
Y'all, I'm telling you right now, in Canton, and also if you're a person from Canton and you're working, let's say, for instance, you're a family member working in the county, working in the city, working in the CMU or the school district, you are part of the conspiracy. If you're working and your family member got you a job, you are part of it.
Absolutely.
And where I said, like, for instance, they're not going to let Canton fail with this $16 billion coming in for the Amazon facility.
Yeah.
This is how they're going to get rid of everybody.
Yep.
This is the plan. You better all get to the FBI today. First in, you get the best deal. I'm just telling you, it's going to happen.
Mass exodus.
I mean, think about it. I mean,
I know.
If you got a job, if they gave you a job or helped you get a job,
yeah, you're part of it.
You're part of it.
If you had that conversation, you're part of it.
Any little small part to any big part. And like in Canton, everybody for years has said, well, that alderman puts culverts in for him. I mean, if he needs something, he gets it immediately, or something like that. Things like that they come up with, y'all, that's all illegal.
Yep.
And when they did the culverts for this guy, they were using CMU tractors and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I just sit there and look at it, just go, and you go, well, they're going to get away with that. They're in charge. They're elected.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, let me tell you, somebody's coming to get y'all. And even without good evidence, they got everybody. Mm-hmm. They got Rudy and Gilkey to plead guilty. Grant and Gilkey to plead guilty. Yet during the trial, they admitted to more fraud that was outside the dates that they were on trial for.
Nice.
So will they get another indictment? Will they get another chance? I mean, y'all, you don't know. You don't know these things. These things happen. And I mean, and the supervisors, Rudy used to work with the supervisors.
Yep.
And I know for a fact, a actual fact, that one election, when Banks and Griffin were on the ballot, Rudy rented my steakhouse in Canton, and this is what led to me ever getting involved with any of this.
Mm-hmm.
Because in that steakhouse, they wanted to start at 4:00 for a election party.
Mm-hmm.
So they started at 4:00 with an election party, and everybody was. And I said, "Why are you starting at 4? The polls don't close to 7." Well, from 4 to 7 o'clock, they were running people through that voting from my place to the voting precinct. And then I said, you come on in, get a drink. Come on in, get a drink. Order you a steak, order you a burger, whatever you want. And then they would say, before you get that, while you're waiting on it to be cooked, let's carry you to the polls and make sure you voted.
Mm.
The guy said, I voted already. Don't worry about getting in the car.
Let's go vote.
Let's go vote. And I was listening to all this, and it happened in my building. And that's the supervisors, and none of them have been charged yet. And I'm going in, and I'm telling you right now, because I know you're listening. I know you're listening, you supervisors. when I come into the supervisor meeting next week, I'm going to look at you and ask Steen, Griffin, and Banks, why do you vote as a block every time? Why do you keep approving things? Why do you have family members that you give raises to? And why do these people work here? I'm going to go in and ask those three. The other two are innocent of it because they didn't vote to do the raises. They didn't vote to fire the girl because you're not treating family members that work for the government the same as non-family members.
Correct.
She lost $2.7 million.
And still hasn't recovered 600 of it.
600 of it. And then where did she get it from?
Yeah, that's never been answered.
No, it has not been answered. Yo, this is all insane. This is crazy. This is Madison County and Canton. I've been telling you this for years. And some of these people from Madison County and Canton came from Hinds County. Some from Madison County that were paid and were working at CMU are now in charge of Hinds County Board of Supervisor. Then you also, you have that. And then you also have Jackie Amos, who is in Canton as the COO, which we don't need a COO. That's why we elected a mayor.
Right.
And she's getting paid. And she's in that office. And the current mayor is scared to let people go, I guess, because he's still got his mayor's assistant, who is also the District 4 election commissioner. I mean,
they still want to raise people's taxes.
And they want to raise people taxes and all of that. Meanwhile, they're saying all this goods coming out of Amazon. All I see is stealing, graft, corruption. And that's where we're at. So we're going to take a break. I'm going to calm down. I'm going to calm down.
Calm down, Chip. Calm down.
Calm down. Calm down. And we'll be back on the Chip Matthews Show, spreading the truth where you've been calling them lies. And we'll be back on the Chip Matthews Show, spreading the truth where you've been calling them lies.
1039 WYAB.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Whether you're at home, in your car, or on the field, let Shelter be your shield. Come see me, Jamie Creel.
Are you a wine enthusiast? Are you looking for the perfect bottle to elevate your next dinner? The ultimate destination for wine lovers is 042 Wine and Spirits on West Government Street in Brandon. They're locally owned, they're locally operated. 042 Wine offers something for everyone, from local favorites to rare vintage wines. 042 Wine and Spirits can help you find your next favorite wine. The friendly and knowledgeable folks at 042 Wine and Spirits will help you find the perfect bottle for every occasion. 042 Wine and Spirits, located on West Government Street in Brandon.
An American home just doesn't seem complete without that flag hanging from the pole on the porch. And where do you get that flag? In Jackson, it's at a Complete Flag Source, I-55 North. You'll find U.S. and Mississippi flags in all sizes. And yes, that new Mississippi flag is available along with international flags and all state and territorial flags. They can build your flagpole and repair that ragged old flag. It's at CompleteFlags.com. That's CompleteFlags.com.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind with friends and family? El Patrio Mexican Restaurant is calling your name. With locations in Flowood and Cross Gates, Brandon, El Patrio is the cozy, family-owned gym where great food meets great times. Enjoy El Patrio's signature margaritas and happy hour specials that keep their customers coming back for more. Indulge in their authentic Mexican dishes prepared with love and served in a warm, family-friendly atmosphere. Come to El Patrio and taste the traditions. El Patrio, where family, flavor, and fun come together.
Hi, this is Lee Atkins of Home Care Plus in Ridgeland. We are a proud carrier of Abena Premium Incontinence products. Abena has the most absorbency available, making changes and leaks less likely. After 7 years as a seller, I can tell you these products are amazing and worth every penny to quality of life for patient and caregiver. And we ship all incontinence products as well. So please come see us at Home Care Plus in Ridgeland for all the incontinence needs of you or your family member. That's Home Care Plus in Ridgeland.
Your roof is constantly exposed to the elements, battling dirt, algae, and stains. But with Watkins Construction and Roofing Roof Wash Service, you can keep it looking like new. A proprietary rooficide treatment is EPA approved, safe, and guaranteed to prevent algae from coming back for at least 2 years. No harsh chemicals, no damage, no black streaks. Just a clean, beautiful roof that lasts. Call Watkins Construction and Roofing at 601-966-8233 or visit nomoreroofstains.com today.
Peace, love, and pizza. It's Collie Days at Johnny's Pizza House. Load up the crew and hit the road with nothing but good vibes and better pizza. It's all about that crunchy new cauliflower crust, 10 inches of baked bliss, light, crispy, and full of flavor. It's the ultimate slice for summer chilling. Best enjoyed with sunshine and good company. Nothing but love served one slice at a time. But don't wait. This trip's for a limited time only. Peace, love, and pizza. Happy Collie Days from Johnny's Pizza House.
Tri-County Tree Service, the Jackson Metro's premier company to handle all of your tree service needs. Russ Borland and his team specialize in large tree, low-impact removal. Tri-County Tree Service has the right equipment to safely handle the most technical trim jobs or tree removals. Storm damage can happen year-round, so let them clean it up and they'll deal with your insurance claim. Tri-County Tree Service, by phone at 601-TREE-GUY or online at tricotreeservice.com. That's tricotreeservice.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here's your host, Chip Matthews.
And we're back on what is considered a very hot day outside today. Did you notice how hot it was?
It was like 100 degrees when I left home this morning.
And you know what that's from? The heat being turned on the city government in Madison County. And
it's
the
hot
county
over
government.
there.
It's hot. Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. And everybody used to say, Chip, that can't be. I tell people, in order to tell the story of voter fraud, which these two guys were also that were pleading guilty, admitted to voter fraud in all of this. So, and none of that was testified to in the trial, really, and not really gotten into.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, none of it was really gotten into. It was basically they had a show and they said, it doesn't matter what was said, you're guilty. And we went home. I was just like, holy cow. I'm glad they got Rudy. I don't know if they have enough evidence to not overturn to keep Cleveland Anderson, but I don't, but he was one of 5 votes on the board.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 other people had to, or at least, 3 other people had to at least be complicit with him in voting.
Yep.
And the only person to testify to him really was the board attorney, Lisa Ross, who had been fired. And they only started talking to her in May of this year. And we're talking about stuff that happened in 2016 and 17. And then they were talking about stuff that happened even before that, where Gilkey was taking money from people, $1,000 paycheck or whatever, but it came to $144,000, and they were working at the school. So the question is, did he get everybody? He got a job. Did he get it? You're my cousin, but you got to give me $50. You got to give me $100. You got to give me $1,000. And then they make their salary big enough to where he gets the kickback. Those people get the benefits because in Shad White, if you're listening, they were all this government plus and these probably ghost employees on the books in Madison County and Canton. They are probably doing it because the guy that testified was in a wheelchair the other day. It didn't look like he had been doing any work for quite some time. He that situation there, they're also getting government checks, so employee checks, so they're getting PERS.
Right.
So where you're trying to keep up enough money in the PERS system, where you're trying to get the money in the PERS system to fund it, state government, which you don't know what you're doing on that. You just kick it down the road every year. You've got all these people in Madison County and Canton that are getting paid out of the PERS system.
That's not good.
And it was fraudulently done. It's just like the $8,000 raise at Madison County for the niece or whatever of Banks. I believe it's Banks. Could be Griffin. But anyway, they gave her an $8,000 raise in the fiscal year of this year.
Correct.
And somebody said, as you say, fiscal year. It's fiscal year, whatever. But I'm saying what you know. I'm ignorant. Remember, I'm ignorant, don't know nothing. That's why I have a radio show. But anyway, these people, where was I?
You was talking about why these people get raises. And...
Okay, she got $8,000 raise. So her 4 highs going up in the pool.
Right.
Okay. And there were other people that got raises, and I'm fixing, and I thought that, that was what I was going to bring you today. And then Rudy changed my plans.
Oh, Rudy.
And y'all pray for Rudy just because he is torn down and destroyed. He did us wrong, but you've got to do the right thing and not want bad for him and his wife and his kids.
Correct.
Y'all need to think about that. And Rudy was friends with a lot of people. He lived in Reunion. And he really didn't have friends. That's the sad thing. He had friends he bought that he thought were friends, and that's just that. And you get sidetracked when you making all that money. And then, of course, they did clarify that although Rudy brought in $1 million to his company, he had expenses.
Correct.
You got $800,000 or $900,000 in expenses or something. So you don't
really make anything.
You don't make $1 million. And then the amount of money was given away. But you look at all this and you got to think about that. And he's sitting in the hospital today, still thinking about it. And everybody's saying what got to him on why he would do that. If you've ever driven back and forth from Jackson to Birmingham, and I used to have a business in Birmingham in 5 Points. I had a big old Piggly Wiggly building that I put a nightclub in. Had bands like Train and all them. That trip, once you get to Tuscaloosa, you feel, I'm still not there.
Right.
And it is just the road, the thing you do it. So we're waiting on, we will get an update on where Rudy is being held and what's going on and the extent of his injuries. But the man did get out of the car. He wrecked his car after he had cut his wrist, both wrists, and then cut his jugular.
That's despair right there.
That is too much thinking. And I'm going to tell you, the first 2 days of the trial, he looked like he was at the end of his rope.
Mm-hmm.
Then when no testimony really came out that would put him down, he looked like he was ready to go to the strip bar, go wherever and party and celebrate because it looked like he was going to go. He was going to walk. And I said, I know he's guilty, but the state needs to do a better job. And then somewhere in there, that jury found him guilty. And I say it's all because the numbers that were being thrown around, that anybody thinks that anytime you spend $20,000 or $30,000 or even $600 on a meal at a steakhouse, that they got to be guilty because they didn't look like, and I mean, maybe wrong. They may have all been millionaires up there, but they didn't look like it. They looked like they had never seen a $40 steak.
Right.
And I mean, $600 at Morton Steakhouse. I'm sorry, y'all. $600 at Morton Steakhouse in New Orleans is cheap. That's a cheap deal. And I'm not guilty, but I have been guilty of spending that.
Mm-hmm.
I've been guilty of spending as much as $3,000 on a meal. I spent $200 on a hamburger once.
Dang.
And then ordered a second one.
Oh my.
Oh, it was great. It was a Wagyu.
Uh-huh.
Not Wagyu. The other one, Kobe.
Yeah.
It was Kobe beef with truffles on top. And it was the best thing I ever ate while I was in Birmingham. And I had been there in Birmingham for 2 years and was ready to come home and not be over there anymore because I had Fire open here and I had that club open there and I had 2 with my dad on Bourbon Street and I was going. I ordered that burger because it's a seafood restaurant.
Oh.
And it's called Ocean. And I was going, I don't want that. I'm just going to get a burger. So I ordered a burger and I was by myself. Sitting at the bar.
Why not?
And I ate that burger and it was so good. God, that was the best burger ever. But anyway,
so it was worth its $200. So.
I wouldn't say it was worth its $200. looking back,
Yeah.
looking back, you know,
You was just hungry.
no.
No.
Yeah, I had to be a little bit hungry because I ate 2 of them. But y'all, that was the best burger ever. They even had cooked the bun there in the restaurant and all this. And this is that restaurant. It's a restaurant that was owned by one of the best chefs in America over there. I forgot what award. He'd won some James Beard awards and all kind of awards and blah, blah, blah. But he would come and drink Pabst Blue Ribbon with me at the bar.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to put PBR in there. And I put it in just where he'd come sit down.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to take a break. We'll be back. We're exhausted. We got more to say right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Chip and Dawn on WYAB. We're exhausted. We got more to say right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Chip and Dawn.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
This is Casey Holcomb with Mississippi Hometown Realty. Summer is here, and it's the perfect time to buy or sell. When you're ready, I want you to think of me first. I will help guide you through the entire process without the stress. Check out my website at mshomesforyou.com. That's mshomesforyou.com. This is Casey Holcomb. Still, I'm doing what I love and loving what I do.
MS license number 51833. Telephone number 601-398-1620.
The mowing season is full on here in Mississippi. I'm David Frederick, owner of Frederick Sales and Service in Brandon. The industry-changing Exmark Laser Z commercial mower turns 30 years old this year and has been redesigned with even more great features you just have to see. We have a sale going on with instant rebates, and 0% financing is available too. Stop by our store and let our award-winning staff show you the Exmark difference. Fredericks and Exmark, over 3 decades serving you in Brandon since 1993.
CBS News Brief. NPR CEO Catherine Maher is speaking out after the Senate passed a bill early today to cut $9 billion in funding for foreign aid and public broadcasting.
The primary impact of this potential rescission is going to hurt communities where they need support most, which are rural stations.
The measure now goes back to the House. CBS News confirms the Justice Department has fired federal prosecutor Maureen Comey. Correspondent Scott McFarland.
She is the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey, and she handled, in part, the Sean Diddy Combs case and the Jeffrey Epstein case.
A lightning strike killed an instructor at an archery range in New Jersey. 13 were injured, including a 7-year-old. Fellow instructor Gene Grodsky.
The parents all ran to their kids. The members that were standing ran over to try to support the people that were down. I ran to go to get the defibrillator out of the clubhouse, and oddly enough, we just got it 2 months ago.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Why should you choose Ceramic Air Conditioning and Heating for all service or installation? Well, they purchase all parts directly from the manufacturer. All of their factory-trained technicians have been hand-selected for skill, work ethic, and experience. There are never any hidden fees or charges. Ceramic Air Conditioning and Heating is dedicated to your complete satisfaction, and they're family-owned and operated. For residential and commercial service or installation, contact Ceramic Air Conditioning and Heating, 601-317-0729, or make an appointment through their Facebook page.
All Britain's Jewelers. When love requires a gift, nothing says it better than All Britain's. Since 1920, we've been part of your family. From weddings and anniversaries to holidays, we've been there for every special occasion. At All Britain's, we value your trust. Every gift, whether large or small, is a reflection of our commitment to quality and excellence. There's a reason we're still Mississippi's foremost diamond merchant. Let us show you why. All Britain's Jewelry, 4460 Old Canton Road in Jackson. All Britain's Jewelers.
Are you hosting an event? Let Burgers Blues Barbecue handle the food while you enjoy the moment. From an important lunch to a dreamy wedding, B3 Catering is sure to please everyone. Find Burgers Blues Barbecue online and click the catering tab or just give us a call. And when you're dining out, visit Burgers Blues Barbecue in Flowood, Brandon, or Madison for incredible plates served fresh daily. Burgers Blues Barbecue and B3 Catering, a delicious combination.
Craving something extraordinary in Jackson? Manship Restaurant is where your taste buds hit the jackpot. Join us for happy hour every day from 3 to 6 p.m. where your wallet will thank you and your stomach will sing. Indulge in half-price wood-fired pizzas because why pay full price for half the fun? And for just $5, dive into our private barrel bourbon picks. That's right, luxury on a budget. Plus, beat the heat with our frozen drink specials, a tropical escape without the travel expenses. Make your way to the Manship, where happy hour isn't just a time, it's an experience.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Yes, I am Chip Matthews here on the Chip Matthews Show along with Dawn McKenzie. Of course, we're here, and we're having a discussion this morning. Online, it seems that all the people are checking in. We had Tchaikovsky Williams, which senior, let me make sure I say that. He said that Jackie Amos was fired Wednesday from her job, was discontinued, and was discontinued by the current mayor and board of aldermen. Okay.
Well, there's progress.
Okay.
It's starting.
Well, she needed to go. I mean, she wasn't needed. She basically was hired by Truly to do
his
job. And they could take her salary and probably go hire 2 or 3 cops.
Correct. Which is much needed.
Much needed. But I'm looking at everybody. Good morning, Kathy Reed. Good morning from Texas.
Texas.
Woo! Watch out for the rain. It comes up quick out there. Let's see.
What's that person's name?
Kathy Reed.
Oh, okay. I've got relatives in Texas.
Okay. Kathy Reed's from Canton, Mississippi.
Yeah. But
her daddy used to come in and drink coffee in my restaurant every day.
Okay.
He used to be an umpire in Little League.
Little League.
Before
my time.
Before my retirement. Before my retirement from baseball. Irene Jackson says, good morning, Chip and Dawn. She writes the stories. Joe Lynn's here. Tiffany, No Company is what she uses online.
Mm-hmm.
She's from Canton. Let's see, Lloyd Travis. He's not from Canton, but he's on top of it, and he's probably playing some rock and roll in the background. Anita Ford, good morning. Dustin Skinner, good morning. Debbie Bragansky, Tchaikovsky, we already said good morning to you. You should be working, by the way. You should be out there working. I mean, he does he does cat and dog patrol.
Okay.
And I also understand he's in code enforcement now too. So we're trying to figure all that out. Now, Jolynn is asking the question, and Jeff Thomas, did you have a camera in the restaurant? No, but I have the credit card receipt. And I'm sure the government has the credit card receipt because they had 22,000 receipts and only showed 9 in the trial.
That's all it took.
22,000.
So this Tiffany No Company, she's watching from Nashville this morning.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. We're worldwide, and we got information, and I don't know if everybody's just checking out for the rest of it. The question was, Rudy gets out of the hospital, will he be released or detained? That's a good question. I don't know what that'll happen because he isn't sentenced until November 18th or 19th.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know when, and I'm going to check on it on when they're going to, because Gilkey and Grant, for a lesser sentence, pled guilty. And there were a whole bunch of other crimes that were talked about in the election that went outside the parameters of what this trial was about. They may get charged with some more stuff. But their sentencing date will be coming up. And I don't think they're going to get any leniency. Because, I mean, when you start talking about taking $144,000 from a man that's sitting there and in a chair going, I did what I was told. I had to have a job. And if that's the way it is in Canton, that in order to have a job, you have to be a crook. And good morning, Barbara O'Kane Ladner.
I wonder if.
Good morning, Dirty D.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do? I mean, and I asked somebody, they said, no, they can throw the book at them and they can be charged again.
Mm-hmm.
And look, the corruption goes all the way up the ladder. And I mean, like I said, those aldermen that called the meeting There's one or two that's still there.
Mm-hmm.
And his name's up there on the screen all day long. And until I get a copy of that, I'm not going to do anything with it. Kanoy Brown, he will be released to federal marshals. Okay, there you go. But they've got to, they let him go home. But if you're going to kill yourself,
you can't go back home.
The government, you got to come in here and you got to do it like Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's it. You got to do it in custody. You can't do it outside there. But it's unreal. And right now, they should be, because they defrauded the retirement system by giving these people jobs that they did not have. And there are people on payroll that do not exist.
Correct.
And it's at every level of government in Mississippi, in Canton, I would say all over Benny Thompson's district. This is probably the plan. Dan Benny goes, look, we're going to keep you in office. Here's the program.
Yeah.
Allegedly, that's what I think the program is.
This is how you do it.
Allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly because that's just my opinion. And I'm allowed my opinion. But it's good. Good morning, Michael Gober. I wish Jerry Lusto was still alive. He would be telling it all just like Chip. Well, I will be telling that story from the Jerry Lusto newsroom soon. Just letting you know that.
Oh, nice.
But we're not going to say any more about that at this time until it's all taking place. But anyway, Shad White, them Madison County supervisors, I know 2 of them will want to do right.
Mm-hmm. We know which 2 they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Steen, Banks, and Paul Griffin, they just vote together every time, and they defraud all of us with this stuff, especially when you brought in D.R. Horton, which D.R. Horton is basically a Chinese company.
Really?
They're a nationwide house builder like Jim Walter Homes back in the day,
Okay.
but they bring in their own wood. They bring in all of this stuff from China.
Oh, that's not good.
No, that's not good.
Mm-mm.
And they all voted. And when the citizens went and said, we don't want this in our neighborhood, these 3 kept voting for it.
Yep.
When they don't want a gas station on the corner, these 3 vote for it. And one of them is in the gas station business.
Right.
I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand. In Rankin County, 100 people show up to a meeting and they take action and don't do what they were going to do.
Mm-hmm. But, all this leads back to non-voters.
It's
People who do not vote allow this to happen.
Right. Right.
And
And
voting is the most important right that you have.
That's it.
If you don't vote, this is what you get is this corruption. The corruption ends when you go to vote.
Okay, let's see what we got with this phone call. This could be dangerous. YAB, good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Chip. Hey, this is Timothy.
Okay, good. I'm safe.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
Even though the trial's over now, you reckon those guys can be brought up on additional charges?
Yes. I've already spoken to people in law enforcement that yes, the other crimes that were admitted to on the stand and testified to and part of the court record, yes, they could be brought up on more charges.
So in the statute of limitations on bribery for federal 5 years?
Well, these aren't bribery charges. These are extortion charges, and they were going. These had to do with the school system, and any way you look at it, I would think that you could make the connection. They're defrauding the government at this time for everybody they gave a job to that got fired, because they're still getting government funds and getting paid. It's still ongoing.
Yeah, I guess so.
They may not be that smart of lawyers and be able to connect it that way, but old stupid Chip can. It's unreal. And, it's just like I tell people, Timothy Jenkins is a former election commissioner in Madison County. And he was there with me in front of the election commission, talking to the election commission about actual crimes.
Mm-hmm. And got threatened for arrest.
Well, I got threatened the first week, and you got threatened the second week. Good morning, Mitch Tyner. We wonder why you're sleeping late.
Yeah, man. All right, we'll talk to you later.
Okay. That's insane. We threatened arrest by Spence Flatguard, who is the chairman of the PAC that is trying to bring back the ballot initiative. that is not being brought back,
Which
not
needs to
being
be.
brought up. But he's the one that tried to arrest us, and he's the lawyer for the board. We were talking to the board, and he says, "No, we're not going to have that. Y'all not going to talk to them. You're not going to say a word." The lawyer controlled the meeting. Oh, you can't write this stuff, people. You can't write this stuff. And if you walk in and buck the system, they don't want you to do it.
Right.
And
Well,
everybody
naturally.
says, "Chip, why do you do it?"
Well, if you don't, then it discontinues.
My way of looking at it is I am old. I'm an old guy. I feel that, and I don't have kids that I know of. A lot of work. But I have no kids that I know of. And the only thing I can leave my community, which I love my community. I love all the families that made that city up. I mean, you just don't understand how great that was to grow up in Canton. And I have done everything in my life that I ever wanted to do.
Right.
Except be president. Okay. But all of this stuff that I've done, I feel
the love of that community.
I feel an obligation to make sure that when I die, which may be soon, that the town is cleaned up. The town is back to what it once was. The black and white in the town, the residents that are black and white in town are just fine. They love each other. They get along. We go and do things. We constantly try to overcompensate for that.
Right.
Meanwhile, across our great state and in Benny Thompson District, the divide is put in place, black and white. Everything's black and white.
By the politicians. To keep themselves strong.
And this is something that we need to overcome.
Correct.
And I don't know how we're ever going to do it. Kathy Reed, I love Canton too. Nothing but great memories. I mean, everything was great. My childhood was great.
Yep.
Except for not winning the Dan Pappas Award, which Mitch Tyner won and my brother Monty won.
Oh, goodness.
And Robin Webb didn't even win it.
Robin didn't win
Robin
it?
Webb didn't either. We got hosed. But we were both team captains of the swim team.
But I'm sure y'all was enjoying life while y'all were not winning this award.
You don't understand. The reality is we used to swim year round.
Yeah.
We would go to the Canton Country Club, and there were days that we dove in the water, and I swear we broke ice to get in. It would be like 43, and you're looking at your parent. They don't care.
You know, Canton has so much potential.
Yes.
It's a beautiful square. It so much is like Oxford that it's just unbelievable that it's just sitting there waiting for
to blossom again.
Yes, it's so beautiful, and it could be beautiful.
And and everybody says, Chip, you bring up all this bad negative. You got to understand, we've got to purge the cancer out of our town.
That's right.
In order to fix our town.
Yeah, you got to get rid of it.
And I have beat this ad nauseum.
They have got to come together as a community and forget about the black and white and become Americans and make that a grand town again, like it has the potential to be.
Well, it's going to happen. And see, I think they've waited all these years and known all this bad stuff has been going on. This is what all you people that need to be thinking about that works at the school, work at City of Canton, work at the Madison County Supervisors, work at the CMU, or working for the county or whatever. What you need to think about is what I've been telling you. Is the federal government going to let Canton fail with $16 billion being spent in Canton, Mississippi? They may be the ones out to get rid of all of us.
Right. Yeah, they may come in to take over.
I mean, that's the situation.
Yeah.
And for you to not think, and any of you that are a part of any corruption in town, you better go make a deal.
Fast.
They're coming to get you. And don't think if Rudy is alive and in jail, you don't think he ain't going to start talking some more in order to cut that sentence down? You are insane to think anything else. We got to take another break. We'll be back. Chip Matthews Show, Don McKenzie on WYAB. To think anything else. We got to take another break. We'll be back. Chip Matthews Show, Don McKenzie on WYAB.
Keep it tuned here to 1039 WYAB.
What are people saying about Tom's Fried Pies in Richland?
Tom's Fried Pies. And I made the mistake. I ordered one pie. I figured, you know what? I'll try Tex-Mex. It was so good. Man, second go around, I ate the pecan pie. You will need a meat pie. And a dessert one, get both because they are off the hook.
I went to Tom's Fried Pies today, and I'm going back. I tried the taco one, really good. When I go back, I'll bring some home.
Tom'sFriedPies.com.
Y'all come see us at Flora Animal Hospital, your trusted hometown vet. We offer a wide variety of veterinary services, including boarding. Dr. Kaylee McCary is a Madison County native who has been serving the Flora community and surrounding areas since 2013. She leads our team of highly trained and compassionate women. We are located at 740 Highway 49 in the Cotton Exchange Plaza. Call us today at 601-879-3222. At Flora Animal Hospital, we treat your pets like our own.
It's time to put a little more sizzle in your red-hot Mississippi summer at Mazda of Jackson. Drive away on your road trip with a boost from Mazda of Jackson's $1,000 off owner loyalty reward and low 1.9% financing on a 2025 CX-90, CX-70, and the Assembled in America CX-50. And take advantage of the pre-tariff inventory before it's gone. It's time to choose Mazda. Shop online at MazdaofJackson.com or visit Mazda of Jackson, I-55 Frontage Road in Jackson.
Well, I'm sitting here today with one of my favorite clients, Reggie Brumfield. The first time I believe we worked together was around 25 years ago, wasn't it, Reggie?
I remember that time. My wife, Kathy, and I were looking for a home. He sold that house to us, and when we got ready to buy another home, he helped us sell that home and buy another home. So 25 years later, when we decided to purchase another home, your name was the only one in our minds.
601-720-4037, RitaJensen.net.
If you've had an accident, remember Clinton Body Shop. We work for you, not your insurance company. Don't be misled by someone telling you that you will have to pay more than your deductible. Our shops hold multiple certifications from the makers of today's vehicles. We are the longest running ICAR Gold Class certified repair facility in Mississippi. We know how to repair your vehicle, and we will work with your insurance company on your behalf. In Clinton and in Richland, we work for you. We take pride in perfection.
Did you know that the average 6-room house collects 40 pounds of dust each year? Local business Pure Air Consultants duct cleaning service can rid your home of the dust, dirt, and debris that may be caught in your air ducts. They can eliminate the mold, fungi, and microbes that might be growing inside your ductwork and polluting the air you breathe in your home. Mention WYAB and receive a free UV light with system replacement. Visit online at mypureairconsultants.com. mypureairconsultants.com.
Where do you stand in the pro-life community? If you're passionate about protecting the sanctity of life from fertilization to natural death, please join us at Pro-Life Mississippi as we make a difference and save lives right here in our own state. Pro-Life Mississippi is a community of individuals dedicated to equipping others to value all human life, including the preborn, those with disabilities, and the elderly. Our mission is simple: to provide unwavering support, education, and advocacy for the preborn, their families, and other vulnerable children and adults. If you're just starting your pro-life journey or you have been an advocate of life for many years, Pro-Life Mississippi needs your voice and talents to save lives in Mississippi. Together, we can make a difference in building a stronger pro-life Mississippi. Learn more about us at prolifems.org. That's prolifems.org. Be part of the community that celebrates each and every human life.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Yes, I am Chip Matthews. She is Dawn McKenzie, and this is the Chip Matthews Show on WYAD. I remember what I was looking for now.
Okay.
We'd like to thank our sponsor.
Absolutely.
The Canton Country Club has an event coming up real soon, but you need to go out there for a tea time. Call them out there now.
Mhm.
Go get you a tea time and go play some golf in Canton. It's nice and hot.
And they have a nice restaurant there too, I hear.
Yes, they do.
Mhm.
So go on out there and check it out, and you'll enjoy yourself. Let's see if I can find the rest of this thing. The big tournament, the big Robbie Webb tournament will be coming up. Oh, come on. Where is it? I've got to do better.
It must be close because I keep seeing advertisements on Facebook about it.
About what?
The Robbie Webb
Yes,
golf tournament.
it's coming up, and on the 12th hole, that's the party hole. They invite you to come on out and hang out there, and there's a contest, a backyard barbecue contest, ribs and wings. They got prize money for it, and you can enter that. And there's $500 for first, $300 for second, $200 for third. But we all win because if we're there on the 12th hole, we'll get to enjoy some of that barbecue.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So golfing just isn't the game of golf
No.
anymore.
Oh,
they party all the way around them holes.
On the 12th hole, they will have the party chairman, Junior. That is what I would call him. That would be Greg Wallace.
Mm-hmm.
Will be out there as the DJ on the 12th hole. And when they announce you before you tee off, and they have walk-up music and all of that just for the 12th hole on that tournament. I believe all the places and teams have been picked, but if they didn't, you need to check and get a team in quick because it's closing fast. But y'all, it's going to be a fun day in Canton at the Robbie Webb tournament. That will be on August 9th.
Okay.
So it'll be cooler under the trees. So y'all check all that out. Okay. Well, y'all, I'm sure Clay and everybody else, and all day long you'll hear about Rudy Warnock updates. As soon as we have one, we'll give you one. We'll check on where he is and what else is going. We'll also be watching the police because I do know the FBI has been running all over Canton the last few weeks and did some indictments and put out some paperwork. So all you people that need to come clean, you better come clean quick because they're coming to get you. They're coming to get you. And it's such a happy day to have Canton cleaned up. I just want you to know that it's coming.
It shows.
It
shows on your personality.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so what are you going to do the rest of the day?
I've got continuing education real estate class today.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I got to go help my brother repair a bush hog. Yeah, I got to help him put new blades on it.
Tomorrow we'll talk about bush hogs and all that in Canton that disappeared off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Okay, and I got to go hang out.
What are you going to do?
I got paperwork to do today. I'll probably answer a few phone calls and people asking me what's going on.
They want the inside scoop.
And then on top of all that, they'll make me cook pizza tonight. So y'all come on out and see me at Acme Pizza. We'll be out there tonight, tossing pizzas in the air, cooking barbecue.
I think we're doing shrimp at the ferry tonight.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Changed it up a little bit.
Thank y'all very much for listening. She's Dawn McKenzie. I'm Chip Matthews, and we'll be back tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. The Clay Edwards Show is next.